Okay, we're back live. Hello. I'll switch the screen in one moment. I got an hour right now. What we're gonna do, we're gonna start on this refactor. I'm gonna do the best I can to just focus on this, and then I'm gonna get dinner. So let's say I got 1 hour now, and 1 hour now, and then let's say 6:30 I'll be back. So then that gives us 3.5 hours to get this refactor mostly done. I think we can make a good dent on this project in that amount of time. Yeah, this should be no problem. Constellation. We start on the refactor. And like, let's keep this consistent with his conventions there. And mechanics. Alright, that's a nice little fix. Minus 20 lines. We're gonna go through this in multiple passes. We'll just get rid of really dumb stuff first. What do you think about AI? Where's my meme article? Here. I'm gonna link you a dumb article that's smarter than any other article you're gonna read on the topic. Because that's how low the standards are. Here, there you go. There's your AGI definition. And obviously, I think it's going to be awesome, or I wouldn't be working on it. Is my audio messed up? It shouldn't be. You only hear our channel. The hell? Oh, wait, hang on. Great. How the hell does that even happen? Oh, it's on mono. Is this good? No. The hell? Dude, how does this stuff happen? For some reason, it's going through a different channel than usual. Let me see if I can get this to be fixed. Like, literally, how does this even happen? If I set it to mono... Well, now it's in mono, but that's at least, like, that'll at least work. Stupid thing. I had a bunch of weird audio stuff earlier today. I only have the one mic anyways. What is a better way to do this? Oh, you know what we can do? No, we can't do that, can we? That's annoying. Sure bet. Thanks for setting stuff. It's just this preamble, right? Maybe we can do like a draw single tick or something. Puffer mentality. Well, no, dude, I'm trying to figure out how to, I have, like, a version of this legend draw function that, is for numeric labels and one that's for text labels, and I want it to do both without being gross. I'm trying to figure out how to break it up. See, does this work? You end up having to do this. Actually, does this work? If I just do like this? Why not vibe code? Because I know what I'm doing. I'd write worse code, be slower, and not enjoy myself at all. The models really just suck. Arc Z height minus this, just Y pause. This is not, like, terrible, right? Max deadlift. Oh yeah, I forgot to update that title from yesterday, didn't I? I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll do one for you real quick. So that's 355 raw. My best was when I weighed like 185, 190. My best was 410 for 2. That was with the belt and straps though. And then I was in the hospital, and then I did a big cut. And now I weigh like 168 pounds, and I have not done a 1RM. So I don't know. I did, what was that? That was 355. Yesterday I did a few sets of 350 for 5. The goal is to get back to at least like a 4 plate before I gain too much more weight back. One plate at a time. The bench is getting back as well. So when I weighed 185, I think my best was like I could do like 210 for 10. And now at 168, I did today a bunch of sets of 195 for 10. So I mean, to lose less than a pound of bench per pound of body weight is pretty damn solid. I'm not 160, 168. I think right now I could probably max somewhere between 370 and 390 would be my best guess without a belt. With a fresh grip at least. Probably somewhere between 370 and 390. I missed my 4-plater. I mean, that was like a... So I have the article on the site. Where's the... Let me show you the article. So my last... I don't really usually do bodybuilding style training, but there's like a long story. End of the day, I got kind of fat. It wasn't just like from... There were circumstances. But anyways, I got kind of fat, and I've never been fat. So I did like this completely psychotic cut. And now I'm trying to put the weight back on leaner. I'm trying to put the weight back on leaner and get my strength back. I have a couple other goals I'm working on at the moment as well. My best bench ever was 265 for 1. Now I'm not doing like low reps, so now I'm doing 195 for 10. 355 raw is... No, it's not over 3. Well, chalk counts as raw, man. So I just chalked if you saw that. But that's that. There's no belt, there's no straps. I'm going for, if I can get like a casual 4-plate with just chalk, I'll be happy. Now, 355 raw is not the 435, which it doesn't work that way. 355 raw with, let me think what that would be with belt. Maybe like, it might be 4 plates from how easy that felt. But the thing is, I've only ever gotten hurt deadlifting with a belt on. And it's not my back. You get like mild, like, you can get pre-hernia type stuff. Like, you can get pinches. I've always had problems with that. So I've just been like, screw it. I'm going to deadlift. No belt. I'm going to do it raw. I'm going to work on my grip. My grip's always sucked. Did you not lose a ton of muscle when you cut that quickly? I probably lost a decent chunk mechanics, but I didn't lose any strength. Because I did the exact same program. I did the exact same lifting routine 5 days a week. And I lost no strength on that cut. And I gained some strength on lifts that I don't do very often. Romanians. So you're correct. Except that I can't really because my flexibility sucks. So actually, my main project at the moment even has nothing to do with strength or running or anything. My main project is that I'm doing about an hour of stretching in the evening, and I'm trying to really fix my flexibility. That's the main thing I'm trying to do at the moment. The other stuff I'm doing an hour of running in the morning, 5.7 miles or something, decently hard course. And then I do my lifts throughout the day on the stream, and then I do more lifts. I do like a long lifting session on Sunday. And if it has not been obvious, yes, I literally just do research and exercise. That's basically all I do. The one thing I really miss is I used to have a decent enough overhead. I used to have like a 165 strict overhead. Got a shoulder injury, and it refuses to heal. So I can bench with it, and I can do pretty much everything but press overhead. But of course, you know, I can't do my favorite lift. No. Training is good. Training is very, very good. Bet I didn't get hurt on an overhead press. I got hurt on a pretty light dumbbell press because somebody distracted me. Yeah, Box, and I just did it was a tutorial session for a lab. It was chill. Yeah. To be fair, I probably shouldn't have picked up the dumbbells that were like, I probably shouldn't have picked up 60s, but like, I can do more than that, and I've done more than that. So, like, the fact that I got off with the 60s wasn't so much because it was heavy, it was because I was rushing it. I think it was 60s. It might have just been 50s. I don't know. Victory, yeah. Well, but the thing is, I literally, like, all I would have had to have do is just drop it. Like, if you get off on a dumbbell press at all, you just drop them. And it's like, oh yeah, you drop the weights, doesn't matter, safety first, right? I am kind of proud of the pull-up improvements. Maybe I'll do a couple sets of pull-ups in a bit after this. That strength has gone up quite a bit. Running mileage for me at the moment is 27, 28 miles a week. So, not super high running mileage, but not nothing. Yeah, boxing. It turns out that, like, you can literally just do all the science stuff and just be jacked, and then you win everything. It's great. It's kind of awesome. Yeah, the cardio sucks, but I do it. It's a full hour of my mornings, but I do it. Honestly, it's more than an hour of my mornings because I would just like sit down and start working. But I gotta get coffee, I gotta stretch a little bit, I gotta walk around, I gotta wake up. I don't just like get up and immediately start running. All right. Let's start this back up because I've only got like a half hour to actually get some real work done before dinner, and then I'll have like a quick dinner and then I'll come back and do a night stream. What do you mean the first thing you do in the morning isn't deadlifting? I've been a little lazy on that boxing lately. Um, I actually was doing that for a while. Like I would just like get up, turn the coffee on, and lift that bar once. I should start doing that again. I don't know why I stopped. Stomach's been like a little off lately. I don't know why. Probably because I've just been like grinding on this and drinking a ton of coffee. Bet there's literally no one for me to get the virus from. I'm on a farm in the middle of nowhere. The draw ticks works. What part of ML I do well in? Would I even write a library? Eh. Starting to look into unsupervised skill discovery. Map elites variance. All algos suck. The two spread out. Narrow down scope on. Ooh. Yeah, I feel you, Box, and it's like that's the problem with research. Research is really hard. When you're new to it, you're not going to be like it's going to take forever to get results. Sometimes it's luck of the draw, and even when you're more experienced, like I absolutely will waste weeks at a time now on stuff that's not promising. At least I don't waste months at a time anymore, right? Um, but generally, when you get burnt out on research, what you do is if you want to answer a research question, you do some eng that answers the question. So, like, you can go think of what would be a cool environment that would actually, like, have multiple different strategies that would be kind of hard to find. So, try to, like, think of, like, a pretty obvious interpretable game that has a bunch of different strategies in it where, like, you know, you don't want to just have this like single strategy found. You want to have many of them found. So you could do that and just implement that env as a pure research, a pure eng task that answers a research question. That's kind of a good one. There are other things you can do around Puffer, but if you still want to like do something along the same topic, that's probably what I would suggest. Is you do like intentional environment design to answer questions. You'll get the instinct for research, but you will still waste time. Like, nobody just has 100% correct ideas. There are people who will 100% publish papers about their ideas, even though they're wrong, right? And they've just, like, polished them up. But nobody has 100% actually correct and useful ideas. All right, guys, how do we compress these two? These two functions literally it's literally just this one frickin' arg, isn't it? Oh no, wait, then there's this num. Yeah, it's literally just this one arg difference. Why am I blanking on this? Build something fun, boxing, right? Otherwise, you'll burn yourself out. Research should be fun. You could mess with convert circle. I guess, like, okay, there's another way that you could look at this, right? Which is you could also, instead of building an environment that has, like, n equally good strategies, you could build, like, you could build, like, kind of a local optima. If you, like, look at, like, the deceptive maze problems, for instance, like, you could try to build a non-stupid version of, like, a non-stupid environment in which, like, there's an obvious strategy that's kind of okay, and then there's, like, one you can find that's, like, quite a bit more clever, right? And you could try to produce curves that have either like, this like learn something then plateau for a long time and learn something. Like there are a lot of different things that you could produce like this. Because the thing with the unsupervised skill discovery thing is like it's kind of arbitrary when it's okay, there are n exactly equal good ways to do this. Like at some point the unsupervised skill discovery thing, if you just break the ties by a little bit, it just becomes exploration. Right? And like a means to get there. Read your fitness article. How do you do so much running on such a huge cut in research? So, if you read the article, the cut for me, I did that crazy of a cut because I have a genetic advantage there, right? Like I've basically just been skinny my whole life and not eating does not bother me as much as most people. I don't know why, it just doesn't. Um The running got to be pretty hard by the end, but I wasn't trying to go fast every day, right? Like there were some where it's just okay, just get the miles through. You can walk a little at the top of the hills and stuff. Um, the strength training was pretty minimal if you look at it. It was one set of each lift, and it was just like a benchmark in a sense to make sure I wasn't losing strength. So that wasn't anywhere near as bad as trying to do like 5 hard sets of one exercise. And then the research, if you saw me in the last couple weeks of the stream, it got pretty shoddy by the end. Like I was doing amazing work for maybe 3-4 weeks of that. I wrote the why RL failed to bootstrap article based on that. And then like in the last couple weeks I was kind of just dead. But that was the goal for the summer, right? And I've already gotten a decent chunk of my strength back. We should just do like compute ticks or whatever, right? Infracutean mapillates. Something like this. I don't know. We'll find a name for it. We're going to figure out how to make this better. Ooh, look at that. Except the labels are totally wrong. Let's figure that out. Oh, I didn't realize you could do this. You don't have to pass the size. Oh, I see. You're not set. Wait, you should be able to set like this, no? Return a const char star. Impulse Wars. Boxing, there's some weird thing. Wait, it crashed my browser on Chrome and Brave. I literally have it open right here in Chrome. That's weird. It slows it down and then freezes. It might be resource intensive? I do have a good PC. It's not supposed to be that resource intensive. Ugh. Ah. How does this work? Wait. What? Isn't this not, am I doing some dumb memory thing? It is... My random stupid posts on X have been blowing up lately for some reason. Oh yeah, there's, Skylark. Funny. Best viewers on Ban the Bot. Wait, what? Is that a thing? Ugh. Why did I think you could return a const char star? You can't. Yeah, you should never be returning... Wait. Does that make sense? You should just pass it in, right? Wait, stirdupe... Does stirdupe allocate? Yeah, it allocates memory. (2D) of fixed size buffers. Ah. Wait, then why did I do... Oh, because I wanted them to be variable length. But I can do this, right? This is just like a rough edge with This is just like a rough edge of C that I have not had to deal with before. No biggie. I'm probably gonna have to go grab dinner. But I will be doing a night stream after this for folks, so if you're interested in my stuff, I'll probably be live at least 2 hours. Probably just take like a 30-minute dinner. It's all on puffer.ai. Start the GitHub. It's free. Helps me out. Join Discord if you want to get involved with dev. I got a minute or two. I'm just seeing if I can finish this thought. Draw X ticks. Fixed buffers. I don't think you have to have them both be fixed buffers, though, right? I think I can have it be... Well, this is fixed, but it's not static. Do this. No, you can't do this, right? Whatever, I'm hungry. I need dinner. I will be back in 30-40 minutes. Nope, bet there will be no Alex. I will be back.